The Atlanta summer heat shimmered on Peachtree Street. I'm Jacob Thornton, 38, a wiry guy, 165 pounds, dark hair, hazel eyes, fair skin, still quick from college tennis days. My heart was a wreck raw from Melanie's betrayal with Frank. I sat at a corner table in a Buckhead cafe, nerves jangling, waiting for Isabel Lane 29, the woman Henry swore could turn my pain into power. The plan, a honey trap to make Melanie and Frank feel the sting I'd carried for months. When Isabel walked in, time froze. She wasn't just beautiful, she was a force. Raven black hair framed high cheekbones, dark eyes sparkled with mischief, full lips curved in a knowing smile. Her emerald dress hugged a figure that demanded attention, balanced, feminine, unforgettable. I stared dumbstruck until she laughed. "So how do I look?" I stammered, "like you stepped out of a dream." My face burned. I felt like a kid caught gawking. She slid into the seat across from me, her presence electric. The waitress, flustered, fumbled our order, muttering, "Aren't you on TV?" Isabel's sweet denial sent her scurrying. I leaned in, curious. "Bet that happens a lot." She nodded, casual. "More than you'd think." "Can I ask you something, Jacob? Why not modeling or acting?" Her bluntness threw me. "I tried," she admitted, "but that world's brutal. I'd be one of thousands starving for a break. Here I stand out. From day one I made bank. By the time my looks fade, I'll have enough to live off investments. Maybe even find a rich guy who doesn't care about my past." Her logic was cold, calculated, but I couldn't argue. Our food arrived, her salad, my forgotten sandwich. I spilled my story, catching Melanie and Frank in our bed, her cold dismissal, his smug grin. Isabel's eyes softened. "That's icy." When I described Frank, a hulking 40-year-old, all bravado, she smirked. "I know his type." I laid out my plan. Make them jealous, expose their flaws, hit where it hurts. "I'm not sure it'll work," I confessed. "But meeting you? I think it might." She grinned, leaning closer. "That's the sweetest thing I've heard all week. I'm in." We shook hands, her grip firm, her smile wicked. Two co-conspirators. Then her voice dropped, sultry. "Business done. How about somewhere cozier for fun?" My throat went dry. "Just getting to know you tonight," I managed. Her crooked smile teased me. "Don't find me attractive," I choked. "God, no. I mean, yes, but we need to stay focused." She tucked an envelope. I slid her into her purse, her allure dimming to warmth. "You're interesting, Jacob. This'll be fun." Saturday blazed at Chastain Park's pool. Isabel arrived in a silver BMW Z4, a small bag in hand. "Swimsuit," she said, catching my raised brow. Her confidence was magnetic. At the club, we split for the locker rooms. I claimed 2 lounge chairs, scanning for Frank. He swaggered over 6'2", 230 pounds, dark hair, brown eyes, fair skin, his voice booming. "Jacob slumming it at the pool. Thought you'd be crying over Melanie." I bit back anger. "Here with my girlfriend, taking it easy." His eyes gleamed predatory. "Girlfriend, gotta meet her." The crowd hushed as Isabel emerged. No bikini, her one-piece swimsuit, silver tissue thin, clung like a second skin, unlined, revealing every curve. High heels clicked, sculpting her calves, thighs, hips. She linked arms with me, her chest grazing my bicep, a kiss brushing my cheek. "Got us a spot, honey." Her voice was velvet. I introduced her. "Frank, this is Isabel, my girlfriend." His jaw dropped, eyes glued to her. He shook her hand too long, stammering, "Welcome to Chastain." Isabel's charm was lethal. "Everyone as sweet as Frank," I deadpanned. "He's one of a kind." Frank lingered, reluctant to let go, until she teased, "You can release me now." He stumbled off, glancing back while Melanie across the pool glared, arms crossed. Isabel whispered, "We're off to a great start." She lay on her stomach, asking me to apply sunscreen. As I did, men nearby groaned, women whispered. My teammates drifted over, charmed by her easy banter. She was a chameleon, effortless. Then Isabel spotted Melanie. "Leave it to me." She slipped on her heels, strode to the pool, and dove in a graceful arc. Emerging, she flipped her hair water, fanning out a move straight from a commercial. She climbed out, water streaming down her body, and faced Melanie, tossing her hair to accentuate her curves. Melanie's glare could have melted steel. She snapped at Frank, grabbed her things, and stormed off him, trailing like a scolded dog. Isabel returned, eyes closed, murmuring, "Mission accomplished." Trouble came when Emma Carter, 34, my tennis partner, appeared. Dark blonde, athletic green eyes, fair skin, she radiated energy. I'd forgotten her women's team played today. "Jacob, good to see you, up for a rematch." She froze, spotting Isabel on my arm. "Who's this?" I fumbled. "Isabel, my dance partner." Emma's smile faltered. She shook Isabel's hand, muttered about needing a shower, and bolted. Isabel raised a brow. "That's Emma Carter, your tennis buddy, right? She's into you?" I scoffed, but doubt crept in. The next weekend, Chastain hosted a buffet dinner. Isabel arrived in a tailored blazer skirt and blouse, Nordstrom's finest, she quipped. She looked like a fashion icon, every detail screaming elegance. "Tonight we split up," she said. "I'll work the wives, especially Melanie." At the event, men gaped, women whispered about her outfit. Isabel mingled, trading shopping tips, her charm disarming. Over dinner, she whispered, "Learned a lot about Melanie and Frank. She's furious I'm here, hates me flirting with him." Melanie cornered me, face flushed. "Moved on fast, huh? Where'd you find her?" I shrugged. "Cool." "Work." She sneered. "She's too much for you. Keep her away from Frank." I smirked. "I handle her just fine." She stormed off, my words stinging. Emma on the entertainment committee appeared carrying a tray. I grabbed her arm. "Glad you're better." She pulled back, eyes on Isabel, laughing with my teammate. "Didn't want to interrupt you and your girlfriend." She brushed off my offer to plan our next match, claiming she'd focus on women's doubles. "You'll find someone," she said, glancing at Isabel, then fled. Isabel leaned in. "Told you she's in love with you, and you're not immune to her." I protested, but her words gnawed at me. The spring gala at Chastain was our finale. I wore a blazer, expecting Isabel to stun. She stepped out in jeans and a tight tee, smirking at my confusion. "Not risking my dress in the car. Let me change." In my Roswell bedroom, she called me in. She stood in chocolate brown lingerie, lace-trimmed bra, thong, garters, stockings, heels. Her body was perfection, curves daring me to look. "Do I pass?" I stepped closer, pulse racing, but she stopped me, laughing. "Out. Let me finish." She emerged in a cream strapless gown, custom-fitted, flowing like liquid. The high slit revealed her stockings, her every move hypnotic. "You'll stop hearts tonight," I warned. At the gala, paper lanterns cast a soft glow, music swirling. Isabel melted into my arms, dancing with grace I couldn't match. Her head on my shoulder, she murmured, "Suburbia's not so bad. A girl could get used to this." Then she tensed. Battle stations. Frank 40 dragged a reluctant Melanie over. Swap partners. He whisked Isabel away, leaving me with Melanie. We danced, awkward. I asked, bitter, was our marriage that bad? She sighed. "No, Jacob. We had good years, but it got stale." Frank swept me off my feet. I fell hard like college again. "I didn't mean to hurt you, but I had to follow my heart." I snapped. "So you traded me in?" She winced, glancing at Isabel. I felt a dark thrill. Frank returned with Isabel smug. "Enjoy your date, Jacob," Isabel whispered. "He thinks I'm obsessed with him. He's ditching Melanie to meet me later." As the crowd thinned, I slipped her an envelope. Might not get another chance. Her face softened, the seductress gone. "You're unlike any client I've had. Frustrating, but I like it." I kissed her, brief, impulsive. She pulled back, blinking. "Don't mess up my lipstick, it's time." She left, and I made a reckless call to Emma. "Meet me at the club in 30 minutes. No questions, please." Then I called Melanie, voice tight. "Frank's with Isabel. Get to the club now." At Chastain, I hid in the lot, spotting Frank's car. Melanie arrived furious. I grabbed her wrist, whispering, "Quiet, or we'll miss them." Inside, we heard murmurs, rustling clothes. In dim light, Melanie's eyes widened. I flipped the switch, flooding the room. Frank yelped, tripping over his pants, scrambling to cover himself. Isabel stood, dress tossed aside, clutching her bra lingerie, barely concealing her. Melanie lunged, screaming, "How could you? I held her back." Frank, pants up, sneered at me. "Lost another woman, Jacob." He turned to Melanie. "We had fun, but I've upgraded." Isabel clung to him, cooing, "I just want you, Frank." He led her toward the door, but she paused. "Go ahead, I'll catch up." She handed him a bar's address, kissing him deeply. "Meet me there, lover." Frank left tires screeching. Melanie charged Isabel, claws out, but Isabel sidestepped, twisting her arm. "Self-defense classes paid off," she quipped. She faced Melanie, voice calm. "I don't want your caveman fiancé. I'm a paid escort hired by Jacob." Frank's type chase thrills, not love. He used you to one-up Jacob. This was to show you betrayal's bite. Melanie turned on me, but Emma burst in, tackling her to the floor. "You deserved that, Melanie. After what you did to Jacob." Melanie sobbed, more emotionally wrecked than hurt. Emma faced me, tears streaming. "She's not your girlfriend?" I shook my head. "Just a partner for this trap." Emma faltered. "She's so beautiful. I can't compete." Isabel laughed, touching her shoulder. "You're blind. He's only got eyes for you." I tried seducing him, nothing worked. Emma's eyes lit up, searching mine. Isabel grinned. "I'm out. This job drained me." Melanie, rising, whimpered, "Where do I go, not Frank's?" Emma softened. "Crash at my place tonight. I'm going with Jacob." She kissed me fierce, and I held her hand tight. Isabel glanced at Frank's note. "Sent him to a gay bar. Wonder how long he'll wait." She met my gaze, serious. "Good luck, Jacob. You're special. I won't forget you." She kissed me softly. Emma's grip tightened. Isabel turned to her, fierce. "Treat him right, or I'll be back and I won't take no for an answer." Her face flickered with sadness. She pressed 4 unopened envelopes into my hand. "Goodbye." Her hips swayed as she left, a vision fading into the night. Emma and I rebuilt her warmth, healing my scars. Melanie vanished. Frank's ego crushed. Chastain buzzed with gossip, but I didn't care. I'd traded revenge for something real, a future with Emma where trust wasn't a lie.